The K, the O, the A, the L, the A.
Koala, koala.
The K, the O, the A, the L, the A.
Koala,
The K, the O, the A, the L, the A.
koala, koala.
The K, the O, the A, the L, the A.
Koala,
The K, the O, the A, the L, the A, K, O, A, L, A.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Remy MZ, and we're welcome to the Koala Beatcast number 73. Yeah. Are you ready to listen some cool music made by the Koala Beatcast community? Remember, every week we post some sample and you have to flip it before the Friday show. The deadline is always 1 p.m. East, so don't miss the deadline, guys. Okay, so one more time, big week with the sample picked by my bro Granny K. Congratulations to Granny K. Dub sample. Oh, it's not Granny K, sorry, it's Sample the World. sorry, I was on the last week. I am a little bit delay. No, it's a sample picked by Sample the World. So yeah, congratulations to Sample the World for picking this amazing tango sample. Yeah, flute time. Yes, flute time. I know for my bro William, he's not the favorite, he's not a big fan of flute, but yeah, definitely it's a big track, and I really love it. But I have other sample on the folder because every week we put a bonus sample. So if you didn't want to use the challenge sample, you always can use the bonus one. So tonight, in Guess With Me, we have the winner of the sample. It's my bro, Sample the World. Welcome, bro, Sample the World.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, bro? So did you already sampling the world?
Little by little. Yeah, I got a chance to travel about 10 years ago. I got quite a bit around Southeast Asia, Europe, Peru. That was probably something I'll never be able to duplicate again, but sampling the music now.
Yeah, so welcome, bro, on the Koala Beatcast, on the show and on the community, because you are on the newcomer. So how did you find the Koala Beatcast show?
Oh, definitely started with the Facebook group. I mean, when I honestly can't remember now how I found the Koala app. I think I was looking for a sampler app that was to replace, I had one called SampleBot. I don't know if anybody ever used that. It was super simple, and it was kind of the same where you press on the pad and then the sound is on the pad, It was just real straightforward and simple and something I could get my kids into. But then they quit updating it. And so I started on the search again to find something I could share with my kids, and I found Koala. Then I ended up on the Facebook group, and I noticed the flip challenge, and I started kind of checking it out. around, maybe Flip Challenge 20, somewhere around there. I listened a couple times. And then I started putting my first one together for Flip Challenge. I think it was 23 or 24. And I missed the deadline, and I just got nervous and just thought, I can't do this. So I kind of put it on the shelf and didn't think about it for a while, to be honest. And then here recently, I thought, I want to give this a shot. I just thought, no fear, just forget about it, just go for it, and but it was hard to find you guys at that point. I think you kind of quit posting on Facebook as much. So somehow I found a mention of the Discord, and then that was like the gate opened finally. It's like, oh, Discord, that's where it's at.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my Facebook peeps. I'm already on live on Facebook,
Yeah.
but I don't know why. To be honest, I don't have people on it. I'm the creator of the group, but nobody follow the post. Nobody like the post. So I'm making a lot of posts on every social media. So if I find a place where the people don't participate, I stop to put my post, because I feel like, well, people don't give a shit. So yes,
Yeah.
I'm going where the people are really active. So, and I don't want to spam the group too, because
Yeah, totally.
I feel people on this group don't like podcast. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. It's Facebook who hide the thing, but I don't know. So I started to put it, and it's the reason why I love Discord, because this Discord you can really put everything on the same place, and it's easier. So welcome, sample the world.
Thank
So
you.
why this sample? You pick a sample, a great sample, Argentine group, no, a band, Argentine band of tango. Why?
Yeah, this sample, I honestly didn't give it a ton of thought, to be honest. We were working on that Rafaga beat last week, and so I kind of had Argentina on my mind, and I was like, oh man, there's this Argentinian track that I've always loved for years. I don't even remember how I found it, but just always loved the sound of her flute on that track, And so I put it on my playlist. I was just kind of playing it that week and threw it in the sample hat. I didn't really expect it to get picked, but and of course I didn't know the history of the love for the flute in this group, but so it
I'm
was.
a big lover of flute. It's only Perlocus, aka William, who don't like it. But the thing is, I think we had a lot of sample already with flute, so
Yeah,
maybe it's the reason
it's
why people
it's
are.
hard to avoid. It's so prevalent in hip hop, and I mean flute and piano, and that type of sample is kind of pretty common.
Yeah, definitely. The flute is something, an element really present on the lo-fi music, the lo-fi beat too,
Yeah.
on the chilling beat. But William loved to make some hard, crazy music. So flute is too light for him. So he
we
prefer guitars, I think.
we
Or
just got to make it a little dirty. I think that's why I always like this particular piece when it comes to flute, because she gets that kind of rough sound to her
Mhm,
flute in a
mhm.
few spots that I think it's so cool.
Yeah, definitely. So let's go. Huh? We are going to listen what the people made with the sample. Let's go. So tonight or today, it depends where you are on the world. Because on New Zealand, Danny, it's the morning. No, in New Zealand, it's tomorrow in the morning. I think.
It's 1 p.m. where I'm at.
Okay, 1 p.m. on Saturday in New Zealand. So
Shout
shout
out to
out.
Seattle, West Coast.
Oh yeah, the West Coast too. We have everybody. Foliage Beat, what up, bro? Maxime Robin. Don't worry, bro. I have your flip, Maxime. So let's go to listen the first submission. The first one today, it's Anjovy. Let's go. Make some noise, please, for Anjovy on the chat, guys. A lot of emote, a lot of keyboard keys. Let's go. Yeah, Mr. Anjovi in the house. Yeah, great submission. Really, really good stuff, man. I always enjoy to show the performance of Anjovi. And oh, this vibe was really, really cool and chill, man. It was perfect. Use both sample, so the bonus and the tango one. Really,
Yeah,
really.
I gotta admit, I'd never listened to the bonus sample. It came a little bit late for me. I was already kind of too far down the road, and so I haven't even heard that sample. But can hear some piano on there. Maybe that's in that sample. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
really cool sound, very organic.
Yeah, and the drums was really, like on the background, no? It was like with a little delay, so it gives this effect of, like nujabi, no?
Yeah.
Nujab, like this kind of lo-fi vibe. Now, really great job, man, Jovi. Like every week, bro. Thanks, man. Killed it, definitely. Thanks, bro. Let's go for the next one. The next one tonight, it's Mr. Tapsi. Let's go, Tapsi. Bro. Sorry, Jude. You are muting the video some of the word. You are not mute. Pull up, Tapsi. Let's go. Tapsi. Really great, bro. Man. Hi, sorry, I didn't get the Anjovi man, but it was my bro Tapsi. So really, really great submission from Tapsi. Sames, um, flute. This was the flute sample at the maximum. Man, Tapsi, you give it so much flavor with this flute. It was really, really, really dope, man. I really enjoyed this flute. I was really thinking this flute, bro, with a trap beat. Because this was really the perfect flute for making like with a big 808. Oh man, but definitely everything was top, Tapsi. Thump of the world. Something to say to Tapsi.
Yeah, that was amazing. I can't. My brain can't conceptualize a beat like that. So I love hearing the variety we have in this group. I'm so stuck in like tradition that I haven't maybe learned enough to break out of it yet. But to hear guys like Tapsi and so many others on this group do things like that, it's so cool. That's such a great vibe, man. I wish I could come up with something like that. Just great. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Really great submission, Tapsi. Love it, the vibe. What do you think, guys, on the chat? Please let me know. Give some feedback to my bro, Tapsi, please. Really, really right. Great. Okay, what do people are saying on the chat? We are not speaking about the Beatcast, guys. Oh, bro, speak about the Beatcast on the chat. You do have Discord if you want to make such a sick beat. Beat, at least, bro. Yeah, agree with you, Pete. Great job, Tapsi. You killed it, bro. Let's go for the next one. So, the next one tonight, it's Mr. Maxime Robin. Let's go, Maxime. Yeah, Maxime, with a drum and bass vibe, man. Really, really lot of energy on this track. Man,
Yeah,
lot of
definitely.
energy on this track. And you pick really a different part totally of the other tracks. So, wow. Really, really, really top submission. Yo. Sample the word.
Yeah, I like that up tempo and I don't know where the vocal chop came from, but that was a nice little element in there. I always appreciate the vocals in there. Great beat, really nice.
Definitely, definitely. Really great, Maxime. And the vocals, where it's come from, the vocals, because it gives this kind of, like you want to jump on your seat. Ready go the bird. I didn't understand what this is the language, but yeah, sound really, really great. Mhm.
I love that we're at this point in the history of music where these vocal chops can just be used as like musical elements. They don't have to have a language or any understanding. It's just adds a nice sonic element to it.
Yeah, definitely. Really, really great submission from Maxime. Yeah, yeah. Michael, I check the thing, Michael, is on MP3, so I have to make the video, Michael. Sorry, dude. People send me a lot of MP3 and wave, bro, so I have to make the video. I can let you, bro. So let's go for more. Okay, who is the next one after Maxime? Tonight we have Bam Bam on the beat. Let's go, Bam Bam. Wow, cool ending, man. Wow, it was really great. Great submission. Yeah, dude, get it, my man. So Bam Bam on the beat, the great Bam Bam. Sample was cool. It was like really nostalgic, no? The beats remind me like like an old school movie, really sad or something like that, no? Or it can be a old anime too, no? Like where the anime where the character lost his granddad, and after the granddad he lost his dog. The kind of
Somebody died. Somebody
candy,
died.
like candy. I don't know if you know this Japanese anime, but yeah, it was really this kind of sad vibe on it. Yeah, definitely Chin Chin. I feel this like Japanese and cumbia. Really great mix. Really great mix. Sample the word, something to say.
I had a nice.
Bam, bam.
I like the melancholy vibe on that one. Just kind of chill, a little bit sad almost. I really like the. I don't know if you had some kind of distortion effects on there, vinyl sound or something, but kind of gives it that lo-fi gritty sound. I like that.
Some kind of tape, yeah. Sound really like I maybe used the low-fly tape. I think the fly tape from MSX Audio. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, really dope submission. Thanks, Bam Bam. Really dope, bro. Let's go for more. The next one, it's Mr. Michael Gerber, Fit Campy. Let's go, Michael. We are going to watch if the video play or no in live right now. Let's go. first collaboration between Michael Garber and Campy. Man, the vibe was really cool. I really feel what Pete said with Christopher Walken dancing, not like the Chemical Brother track. Yeah, I don't know why I feel this vibe on the background, and at the same time, it was the Imperial March of Dark Vador, no? Dun, 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 dun. So I feel it the same time this and these cool drums and the guitar. Oh, it's quite my mic. Sorry, Jude. It's because I have the hammer guys right here, so I trying to not having the hammer too loud. But right now it's better. How is the sound of my room, guys? Because I think a lot of reverb. I hope it's cool. It doesn't sound I'm on my bathroom, but I'm not on my bathroom. It's mine. I don't need reverb on my track when I record. Are you muted, Pete? Sorry, Jude. So what you were thinking, bro?
Oh, I said it does have a little bit of that bathroom vibe.
Yeah, I'm not going to have to use reverb on my track when I record, so
Yeah.
it's a good thing. Yeah, it's totally reverby, man. It's look at the room is empty, bro. It's totally empty, bro. So I think I have to put something on the wall. But man, I spend so much money I don't have for paint, so I'm going to put some more stuff, more maybe some.
Time to go to the secondhand store.
Yeah, no, not buying what I have on my house. No, let me. No, I don't have nothing, bro. I'm broke right now, but yeah, I'm working, so it's a good thing. Let's go for more, Michael. So, what did you make, Michael? Because before to go in for more, sorry, I forget to ask who played the guitar because the guitar is not from the sample, no? Oh yes,
I think it was.
it was okay
Yeah, I think so.
because it sounds really organic. You're
Yeah, I
right.
don't know how he got the guitar away from the flute. I had trouble doing that myself, but nice. Very nice.
Wow, working with Campy was a dream come true. Yeah, I
And I don't know
understand
if
you.
it's the campy influence, but that was the most danceable beat I've heard from Michael Gerber since I've been on the Beatcast.
Yeah. So yeah,
Very
definitely.
very nice. I
Mhm.
love that shuffle too, like you said.
You say for eco, we used to rhyme in the bedroom. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I have a eco, totally eco. So I'm going to make only dub the next track. Definitely, guys. But yeah, let's go for more. Thanks, Campy and Michael. Really great collaboration. Every week, people are making collaboration. So go to the Discord and join us to make some collab for the Flip Challenge or more, for sure. Let's go rhyming. You're the next, bro. Rhyming on the beats. Make some noise, please, for rhyming. Let's go.
Yo, rhyming on the beat makes a masterpiece. It's complete when I put my butt in the seat. You could put this track on repeat, but you can't repeat this freestyle instantly. It happens fast like lightning you can't catch. If you try, you might bust your ass. Don't ask, don't get mad, just be glad that my wisdom teaches out, but my wisdom rap is back. The flow is ill, the rap is real. These cats get blown away like daffodils. They don't want it with these tracks I spill. Similar to oil, they get foiled, boiled in lava. I'm a problem. Rob, bro, to those who get too close don't know what I'ma do. Gotta keep it low key. Otherwise, they be like the guy's not me. Who the hell I be? The way I be. On this microphone, don't play with me. I leave people missing all their teeth. And I ain't talking dentistry. I'm not a violent man, but I rap like that. Well, that's how I be. Rhyming.
Yeah, man, you have to grab the mic. It's the end, man. Rhyming was really, really a top submission. I love it. The idea of making two rhyming, no, one on the beats and one on the mic. It was definitely such a great idea, bro, to make that. I hope to see more video like that because it's so cool, no? It's like your two side, no? You have the beatmaker side and the rapper side. So it was really, really, really cool. The flow, man, great flow rhyming. I feel every time is going better and better. Definitely. Big shout out to my bro rhyming. I don't know if you are here, bro, but thanks to be on this community because every week you killed it, bro. I really feel the vibe because I'm a rapper, so I can feel really the flow and the perfect rhyme on this track. Sample the word, something to say to rhyming.
That was great. I loved it. I thought it was a collaboration at first. I saw the two guys, and I was wondering who's the other guy. But yeah, I couldn't tell it was the same guy in both. But it sounded like a freestyle to me. What do you think? I think he just spit it.
Yeah, no, it's not a freestyle. It was written, but it feels like when you write your bars before, it's like a freestyle. But you have two kind of freestyle. You have the freestyle improvisation with only, but the freestyle usually means rapping your bars on other beats. But we have different definition of freestyling. But yeah, rhyming is a master.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, Granny. We don't have other words. We love you too, bro. Was a freestyle. But bro, freestyle with bars, written or improvisation? This is the thing because we have two kind of freestyle. Right now, if you say freestyle,
it sounded improv to me, off the top of his head, right?
Yeah,
I think
maybe. But we have different definition. Now the young people, freestyling is taking the phone and rapping with the phone. This is freestyle for the young generation. Yeah, you have to kind of freestyle. Improve. So it's really a real improve. So dope, bro.
The real deal.
But we have a lot of different. So yeah, I prefer freestyle.
Obviously, a very talented guy.
Definitely
being able to put the beats together and then still has the skills and the flows to freestyle like that as well. I love it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe easier to tell you if you are English speaking, Mr. Potato Moon. But you don't speak American potato. Speak English. Not the same, bro. Let's go for the next submission. Thanks, rhyming. Let's go with my bro from France. Eh oui, monsieur de la France. Chin Chin Ray. Chin Chin Ray, if you want to make the French accent. Let's go, Chin Chin. yeah. Chin Chin in the house, man. Top groove like always, bro. Always bringing the groove. Always, always. Oh la la, said Danny. The French word, the easy French word, oh la la. Yeah, really great. Baguette, baguette, bouchons. He grind, bro. You better in French, huh? You improve your French every week, bro. Huh? Great, he grind. If you want to take some class, huh, you can take it with me. I'm a good teacher, bro. So definitely. Ah non, pas au chocolat, non, hein, Chin Chin. No. No. It's chocolatine, please. Chocolatine. Oh, you are in Pays Basque and you say pain au chocolat. Ah, fuck, the word is crazy. It's chocolatine, guys. Don't listen, please. Chin Chin Rain is wrong. So yeah, really great submission, Chin Chin. People say Chin Chin Fun Beats a great video for video game. Definitely. Love the use of the flute, totally different of the boop bap one. It worked really great on a bit like that. Definitely a top one.
He's always,
Sample the word, yeah.
I was gonna say I haven't heard every submission he's done, but everything I've heard from him is it's always kind of upbeat and fun. Just has a happy vibe to it. I mean, same thing here today. Just it feels fun. It just makes you want to smile.
Yeah, the guy is like that. I don't know a lot, the guy, but you have an interview of him on the Koala Beatcast. It's like on the first video on Koala Beatcast, but it was a French interview. So, guys, if you want to, use the translator, huh? Like a lot. But yeah, I feel it's really a cool dude. I hope Chin Chin next year when I go to France, I can meet you when I am in Bayonne. Okay, so I hope Chin Chin we are going to joining really soon. Let's go, guys, for the next submission. What is this shit? Okay. Je t'aime, chaise longue, Beckham. Wow, guys. Don't use Google Translate. Huh? It's bad, huh? Let's go for more. Ah oui, definitely Chin Chin. Crois-moi, on va le faire. Let's go for the next submission. The next one, it's Mr. Opel Rack. Let's go, Opel.
Black, reincarnated. Flipping through loops like gun on the take. Flipping through loops like gun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Opel live performance with the MPC 2000 on the side, bro. Like the old school, we know that. Yeah, right now we have fun and you can make crazy music. Before that, it was a machine like 5 kilos, big box for making music with I don't remember how many time of MPC. This was like 30 minutes now of sample or nothing like that. I don't remember, but it was really, really short. So yeah, definitely great submission. I love the vibe, the hip hop vibe, and yeah, very old school style. When I say old school style, is because it's not was so electronic like the hip hop, modern hip hop. So yeah, really, really great submission. Like always from Opel. Something to say to Opel sample the world.
Yeah, I love that track. That's definitely my kind of thing. Love the drums on that. The drums had such a great sound. I'm really trying to get there myself. I'm not quite sure how to, but man, those drums sounded great. I loved it. Yeah, my favorite part of that video though was the NPC sitting there as nothing but propping up the iPad. That's awesome.
It's like for decoration, no? For
Yeah,
me,
exactly.
right now, yeah. When you have a koala or you have a computer, it's really, really different, no? But it's cool sometimes, I think, to sample on the MPC and transfer because you have this sound when you're sampling directly on the analogic input. It sounds really different, to be honest. More on the MPC 2000 than the 1000, for example, or 2050, 2000, yeah, 500. It's not really the same, but on the 2000, yeah, you have this kind of gritty sound.
Yeah, I've heard you can get kind of a bit more of that gritty sound with the lower sample rates, right, on some of those older machines, and then
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never had the opportunity to experiment with any of those, so that's pretty cool.
Pretty great. Great submission, Opel. Thanks, bro. Let's go, guys, for the next one. After Opel, it's Mr. LV. Make some noise for LV. Let's go. LV. Oh, LV. I have to reconvert your video audio. You're the first. You're the first. You're the winner. You're the winner, LV. Let's go. After we are going to play ULV after the reconvert. The next one right now, it's the secret band. Yeah. Elephant, Bloca, Conspiracy. Let's go. The groove, man. Wow. I don't know who you are, Elephant, but man, this groove was so dope, man. It was like a disco, like a disco track. But man, with so much of energy on it. Yeah, new disco drums and key. Yeah, definitely. It sounds really like I don't have the name. Shit. Oh, sounds like lost the word, but like Ceron.
And we need to know-
Ceron for the French.
We need to know who the conspirators are.
Yeah. Soon, I'm pretty sure. Soon. It's going to be a big surprise. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Chin Chin with, I don't know who, somebody.
Granny K,
Granny K, you say you?
maybe.
Okay. But Granny K don't make this kind of stuff usually, no?
It's got some of the elements. I feel like just the sound design.
Okay. But yeah, I was thinking about what because I agree with you because the last week wasn't really disco, so yeah, it's a change. So yeah, soon we are going to know. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Danny said it's time for the reveal, but we don't know they are here or no. We don't know, Danny. We want to know. Really soon in guests, we are going to have Elephant Bloca Conspiracy. I'm pretty sure, right? If you listen that, Elephant, you have to be on the July or August guest. So please,
Like it, call them out.
in real person, we have to know. Okay, so really, really.
Maybe it's going to be maybe it's like gorillas. They're always going to stay behind the curtain.
Imagine that. Imagine, Brad. It's like
even gorillas quit doing that after a while.
Yeah, we never know. We never know. Imagine it's like the Daft Punk, no? It's Daft Punk.
There you go.
The guy where he's at home and chilling. He say, "I'm going to make a sample contest. So my name is Elephant Bloca Conspiracy." Maybe we never know. We never know. But this was my favorite one from them, or from him, or from her. We don't know. But from Elephant Bloca Conspiracy. Oh, Chin Chin say that's good on it. Oh, yeah. Can be that's good too, Chin Chin. But it can be you, and you say it is that's good. Okay. Tu brouilles les pistes, Chin Chin.
I throw them off the track.
Okay, with my elephant mask on. It's cool if it's your mask. Don't wear your underpants, bro. Please, of elephant. Please. Maybe it's Remy. Maybe it's me. I don't know. We never know. We never know. And let's go, guys, for the next submission. The next one, it's Mr. Brian Tucky. Let's go, Brian.
Already now. I thought it was.
Such a great ending, bro. Man, was really, really dope. Different of the Corey one, like a new one, like going to the next bit. It was really creepy, no? Like the reverse flute and everything, bro. Yeah, it sounds really like that. Look this description. This is some cyberpunk Bagalif Jab blow mother gangsta shit. Definitely. Wow. Really, really great. Great, great submission. Really great. Wow. Really great.
Yeah, the sound design on that was really cool. I love that dark atmosphere. You know, I
That was
definitely
really,
I
really,
want to
really
bring more of that into my sound for sure if I can. I'm not there yet, but again, that's something I'm aspiring to for sure.
definitely. Really, really great submission, bro. You killed it, Brian. Thanks a lot, bro. Dope. Let's go, guys, for the next one. After Brian, who is the next one? But it's LV. Sorry, LV. LV. Let's go. Let's go to listen the reconvert version. Make some noise on the chat for the big bro LV. Let's go, LV. Wow, perfect loop, great groove, man. It was like cool house track. Man. I was like totally on the dance move of this guy and the perfect loop. We going back and going. I can hear that like 4 hours. It's really cool. When you find a great loop, you can make really, really some cool upbeat style. Man, LV made a really dope one. Sample the world. Something to say to LV.
I got to study that concept for sure, man. The loop, the endless loop there, kind of going in the background and then working it in different ways. It's great. You know, and I want to say real quick, LV, who this person is. I got to know because he's probably one of the ones that brought me to this group. I don't know this guy at all, or girl, whoever it is, but heard one of their tracks in particular on one of the Beatcasts just like drew my attention hard. I was like, who who's this person? They're, why are they not famous? Who are these people in this group making this amazing music? And they're all just regular people like me, I suppose. Maybe I don't know, but it's so cool, man. So I just want to shout out to you, LV, whoever you are. My hat's off, and thank you for another gym this week.
I was watching his channel and it's going good. Huh? I think he's have 700 followers. So it's really cool for him. I'm really happy. He makes some cool tutorials and presentation of different application on iOS, and it's really cool. Yeah. So guys,
is there another name that he goes by, or
LV, I think, on the YouTube. Huh? Let me try. Let me work.
Yeah, right, cool.
I think I'm going to share the link of the LV.
Oh, he's from Israel. Wow.
Yeah. We have it's LV, like the name. I'm going to share you the channel of the bro on the chat. So guys, go to follow LV on YouTube.
It's the new fame, right? Internet famous.
Mm-hmm. He's always making bomb in the bomb shelter.
Wow.
Literally. So,
Facts.
yeah. DJ Asa, always the best sentence of the show on the chat, definitely. Really great. Mm-hmm. Let's go, guys, for more. After LV, the next one, it's Mark Deluxe. Let's go, Mark.
I was been supposed to fold all this pressure. I was been supposed to change up. Nigga, what would I look like? I come from the hood, I represent the only way up. Had to hustle, boy, I'm trying to touch a toy, I'm trying to fuck these LA streets up. Think it's safe to say that I did it, look, nigga, all black, everything. And my diamonds all love like Vera Wang. Look, blue rags in the south of France, and some things in life that won't never change. Me, I'm a nigga that's supposed to walk, cause I'm a street survivor and they mowed us wrong. Before rap, we was Rolling Stones, I drove a Cutlass coupe, a cop a quarter zone. Front of the building on my mobile phone, I'm thinking pace myself, cause you can overdose. Out on the drugs, but the life you chose. Like hanging niggas, they don't like parole. No such thing as they might parole, they putting cameras up and microphones, they got me sandwiched in. I want a nicer home, they know I take the risk, I don't know right from wrong.
Wow. Lot of upbeat tonight, man. I feel I'm on the dance floor right now. Yeah. It sounds like, at the same time, I was really feeling a Kanye West track too on this. Man, I really enjoyed, Mark, your track. You use really the best part, I think, of the flute, because I feel really like a James Bond movie and at the same time a dance floor track. Yeah. Wow. So much feeling on this track. Definitely. Mark, something to say to Mark, sorry, sample the word, something to say to Mark.
Yeah, Mark, that was great. The intro and the outro really captured my attention there. The dance beat parts, I'm kind of new to the dance music, myself, so I don't have the vocabulary to really, comment on that part of it. I guess it's a little harder for me, but man, the intro and the outro, just so cool. That just had a great vibe.
Definitely. The groove was really, really perfect. The drum sequencing too. Mark, really, really.
Yeah, I can only, you guys who make the dance beats, I can only just kind of appreciate it. Have no idea how to make them. So hats off to you guys that are
But
in
it's
that
the same.
sound. It's
You have only to make the drums a little bit more speed, no? More quick. Uh,
yeah.
the groove is different, maybe, but you can make everything. When you know about music, you can really, really make pretty every kind of genre. If you
Yeah,
like,
it's so hard. There's so much music in the world, right? I mean, that's the thing is like I'm just now catching on to all of electronic music. That's a new thing for me.
yeah,
I spent my whole life in, rock and funk and disco and 70s and hip hop. And then, electronic stuff is just still all so new to me. So, but that's the great thing about music is there's just an endless supply.
for
It's
example, is the reason why I really love house music, because I feel it's really like like disco,
okay.
because you have this kind of organic vibe, not so electronic, and you can really really reproduce this kind of new disco. And for me is what I really prefer on electronic music. So you have a lot of different way. So if you love the funk, it's the same, no? The new
Mm.
funk is not more than a slow house with some kind of cool keys and guitars, no? So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll be honest. I have to, you know, I still have some studying to do. I couldn't tell you house from drum and bass from any of those genres, to be honest. But
oh,
I enjoy it. I love listening to it.
don't worry, bro. We are here for sharing uh, our culture, so don't worry. Yeah. Let's go, guy, for more. Okay, you keep on loud. Oh yeah, louder. It was the hammer guy. I turned off the mic because there was uh, making a lot of noise. So yeah, we're still on organic grind. I have to go for my beer, bro, to make the challenge. Let's go for other stuff. Let's go. The next one is Mr. Ant Architecture. Let's go, Ant. Yeah, Mr. Ant in the house. The boom bap like always, bro. Man, really the boom bap. The swing, I love the swing on the drums of Ant. Every time, really, really such a dope thing. Oh yeah, maybe SLP and agree with you a little bit of a West Coast vibe on it, but yeah, Ant it's a boss definitely. Sample the word.
Yeah, I was just enjoying the effects and the groove to that for sure.
Really great submission, bro. Thanks, you get it, my man. Thanks, bro. The next one after Ant, it's from France. It's Mr. QB. Let's go, QB. Boom, clap. Yeah. Yeah, boom clap. The draw of boom clap is him because he's right now on the beach, on the lake. So he's having holiday. So bonnes vacances à toi, boom clap. Really dub submission. Yeah, grave diggers. Yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of dark vibe on it. Little bit of Mob Deep too, huh, bro? But yeah.
I could hear that. Yeah. Definitely has some chill vibes going in there at the same time, though, until he's on vacation.
Yeah. He said, I have to make it even if I am on holiday. So shout out to you, Boom Clap. You killed it, my man. Boom Clap on the paddle. Yeah. It's really hot in France, no? Right now, Chin. Because my mom said in Bordeaux they have 34 degrees or 33 degrees, something like that. So yeah, welcome to the Mexico life, guys. You have to be a little bit of warm weather. Let's go for the next one. The next one, it's Mr. D0. Yeah, bro. Let's go, D0.
I am evil.
Now let's begin the story.
Yeah, Mr. D0, man. Wow. Really dope submission, bro. And it's your first, no? I'm right, no? It's your first on the Koala Beatcast. So really, really welcome, bro. One more talented guy on the crew.
Yeah,
Wow.
very talented. Clearly,
Uh,
nice stuff.
yeah.
That was a vibe for sure, man. I was digging that.
Yeah, Mr. Sub-Zero, Chin Chin, find your first nickname, bro. Sub-Zero, because yeah, definitely zero, but with a one before, bro. Because a lot of number, because it was really a top 10, not a zero. So definitely great submission for the first, man. Where you come from, D0? Please on the chat, share your link, bro. Share your social media link. Please, bro, remember we are a family, so we can help each other. So you like, bro, you link, like too, if you're on YouTube, but your link on the chat D0. And really great stuff. New Jersey, baby. Michael, one more Jay-Z guy on the chat. Bro, Michael. Yeah, it's going to be the Jersey special soon.
Nice.
We have YTC, we have Michael, we have, oh yeah, Jersey in the house. Brick City. Let's go, D0. Welcome, bro. For the next one, after Mr. D0, the next one, it's Yellow Beats from Mexico. Vámonos, Yellow.
Moonlight disrupt the day, been like this every night. Walking and stumbling, but there's some bread today. Though I said no, not this time. Cycles on cycles, it's like an amphetamine. High marinate on my mind, stuck on the eye. I know that I'll be high if I just make it through the night. Pat me the amphetamine, right now I can focus on anything. Why they take Lil' Bro instead of me? I heard when you heard we was side me. Niggas was 17 when I found out what that cheddar mean. Rats and bite holes through the wall to keep close. Watch for they trail, man, they always be close. I'm a back of wood roller, really you smoke. This louder than when you drive on the shoulder. Stomp on the gas till I'm blowing the motor. Can't afford to sit with my thoughts, so it's over. Really, but luckily, I got a real one, she fuck with me. Shawty, she yellow, yeah, keep me on my toes, stay mellow. She deserve a fucking ring. I'm off the
Hello, el groove, hermano, estuvo increíble. Muy buen, really great groove. Sorry, I was speaking in Spanish with my Mexican friend. So yeah, it was really a great track. The groove, like a R&B track, man. I wasn't expecting that from you, Yellow. But every flip, you better and better, bro. Definitely.
I haven't heard a lot of this guy's stuff before. That's probably the most R&B track I think I've heard in this group so far.
From Smino. I wasn't know this guy. Smino. Okay. Top submission. Thanks to you, D0, bro, for joining us and sharing your music, dude. Thanks to you. You're welcome, my man. Yeah, so really smooth and I feel the acapella fit perfectly with the beat. So
the mix was great too. I mean, that sounded really commercial mix on that. It just sounded clean.
Dub submission, bro. Dub submission from Yellow. Gracias, carnalito. Estuvo increíble como siempre. Vámonos for the next one. The next one, it's you. Let's go. Sample the world. Woo!
I said, empty your mind. Be becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Yeah, sample the world, man. You use two things I really love: the sound of the water and the flute. So, man,
Yeah.
perfect track for me. Really good. Yeah, me too, Michael. Love it. I really feel bird and water are two things you are going to have on my new beat tape, bro. Plus some tea,
Nice.
lot of water and bird on it, and all the forms, bro. Love it the way you shop it, bro. But you're too humble, bro. When you say I'm trying, you're really good, bro. You have a really great level, my man.
Well, thank you.
Don't compare,
It's
to other people, because to be honest, you have your own sound. I really love how it sounds. So it's important to have this touch.
Yeah, I'm right now, I'm just trying to have fun with it, just learning, trying to find new ways to do it. And, I'm still kind of a little bit stuck in, I just want to make boom bap. I mean, that's what I love, but I'm trying to push myself a little bit and try some different things. But this week, number 73 is kind of a number I always conceptualizing when I make my beats, 73 is the year I was born. It's the year of the water ox. So I had to make a beat about water. That's what it was. So I'm just having fun,
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Sample the World. Really, really great submission. You killed it, my man. I really loved it. And you use the same part of, I don't remember the name of the guys, but what's used on the upbeat track, and it was really, really great because you use it in the slow vibe, so you can make with the same shop, two different genres. So it's really awesome. You killed it, my man. Thanks, Sample the World.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's go. The next one is from UK. He's on the chat. It's my bro, Das Goods. And let's go, Das.
Words in paper, words in books, words on TV, words for books. Words to make the fighting cease, words to tell you what to do. Words of nuance, words of skill, and words of romance are new. Words are stupid, words are fun, words can put you on the run. Words are working hard for you. Eat your words, but don't go hungry. Words have always nearly hung me. Oppressé, offensé, mots qui disent la vérité, mots maudits, mots mentis, mots qui manquent le fruit d'esprit. Words are stupid, words are fun, words can put you on the run. It's a rap, race to the past. Concrete words, abstract words, writing words, fine words.
Mr. Das Goose. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I have to make the Jaguar scream. Yeah, Jaguar scream for my bro Das Goose. Top submission, really top one. One more upbeat, huh? Lot of upbeat tonight.
Yeah.
It was a dance floor flip challenge, definitely. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a lot of lo-fi beat, really slow, really chill. And no, a lot of upbeat, sorry. Really, upbeat. Definitely. So it was
Yeah,
not a good
I actually originally had mine at about 100 beats per minute, and I just felt like it was too on the nose. It was too close to the original. It had just that shuffle like that. So then I slowed it down, but I definitely think that it
Some
was
cool-
pushing in that direction to go fast with it.
but you can feel the garage vibe on it, definitely. The
But yeah, I love that.
Really, really great submission from Das. Like every week, dude. You kidded it, my man.
Really clean
Let's
sound
go for more. After Das Goose, we have a newcomer from New Orleans, Mr. Liu. Let's go. Wow. First submission of my bro. How do you spell that? I am good. Lieu, like in French, because I know in New Orleans, they have a lot of French name. So I don't know if it's like that, bro. Lieu or Lieu. Really great, man. It's the first time I show this name. But yeah, really great submission, dude. Is here. On Twitch is Carrie Susan. Really dope. Welcome, Amy. Welcome to the show, Amy. Did you make a flip, Amy? I don't know. Let me know, Amy, if you have something for us. Let's go, man. So it's from New Orleans. It's a new guy. Yeah, but you know, I'm a fucking French dude with a bad accent. So how did you say lieutenant? Sample the word. How do you say that?
I'm
What?
probably not saying it right, but lieutenant is how I say it out here.
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
But Lou?
Like we
So Lou.
just throw out the I and the E and we just say Lou.
Okay. Because it's a French word. It's
Yes.
lieutenant in French.
Yeah.
Lieutenant. Lieu, yeah. It's like that. Lieutenant. Okay. Did you send me, Amy, the beats? Did you send me to my email, koalabeatcast@gmail.com? Because I didn't receive nothing, Amy. Sorry, guys. I'm making the show and at the same time I'm speaking. Yeah, put your link, dude. Lou, put your link, please, on the chat, bro.
I really like the melody on that one that he did with the first half. Took the flute sample and made their own melody with it. It's really sweet.
Yeah. French joke, c'est lui qui tient le lieu. Yeah. French joke, private joke. Yeah, Amy, if you made a beat, send it to this email, koalabeatcast@gmail.com. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but maybe Michael is going to take the show after that, because guys, I only can make 2 hours today because I have I have an appointment to the hospital, so I have to go in 2 hours, guys. So if you want, send it to the Koala Beatcast, and I'm going to share it to Michael Gerber, my supplant. Did you send it already, Amy? Okay, so maybe it's on spam. If you send it, no, Amy, I don't have nothing. Or where did you send it? Why? Maybe I'm blind, but no. Okay. No, let's go for the next one. Thanks, Lou. You killed it, my man. And welcome to the Koala again. We have 32 submission right now. With Amy, 33. Michael is my helper. Lieutenant. Yeah, if I'm the colonel. If I'm the colonel, he's the lieutenant. I'm the capo, and you know. Okay. Let's go. You did it. Okay. Strange, Amy. I don't have nothing. Okay. Let me watch why. Spam. No, you are not on spam. Why shit? Why? Or maybe your file is too big, so maybe try to upload it to Drive and send me the link. Because trust me, Amy, I don't have nothing. And I really want to having you. Sorry. Oh, I got it, Emily. I got it. Sorry, Emily. I got it. Don't send nothing. I got your flip, Emily. Sorry. Thanks, Lou. Let's go, guys, for the next one. The next one, it's not a guy, it's a band. It's Funk Moon Camp, aka Danny Sugar, Potato Moons, and Campy. Let's go. Yeah, Funk Moon Camp. Man, wow.
Good
Really,
stuff.
really top submission from Funk Moon Camp. Man, loved the groove, the little percussion on the background. Everything was really fine. The swing too. Yeah, I agree with you, Liu. Is really, really the drums was awesome, like always. And it feel Chin Chin say it's a live drum take because it's feel organic.
Wow.
So yeah, definitely great submission from my bro Funk Moon from my bros Funk Moon Camp. What have to say to Funk Moon Camp sample the world?
There's so much stuff going on in there. I don't know where to start. They've got this collaboration. These guys they've got something going for sure. Very unique sound. I don't think there's really an easy comparison to anything I've ever heard. It just is. It's its own thing, and it's nice. I just enjoy listening to it every week.
Yeah, really great, and it's cool to have this kind of band create starting from a collaboration on the Koala Beatcast. So, man, I'm really waiting this new project coming soon, right, Campy? So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really excited to listen what is going to be made by this awesome group band. Sorry. Thanks. No, we appreciate you, Campy. Definitely.
Yeah. I'm just joining this group and being a part of this and seeing the talent that's in here. I feel lucky to be here and be a part of it.
Yeah. But Danny is really present on the Koala Beatcast. Huh? I think the best tutorial on YouTube are from Danny Sugar. So definitely, these guys are here since the first day. So now I show the evolution of the sound, and every time is better. Same with my bro Potato Moons. Yo, bro. Every time Potato have great drums.
So you said this is Campy, Potato Moon, and Danny Sugar?
Yeah.
And Danny Sugar is Funk's my name, right?
Funk my name, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I prefer Danny Sugar.
These guys, again, just to be a part of this, and you guys, I mean, all three of those guys are so just full of knowledge on the group, in the Discord, and now I see Funk's my name stuff going on YouTube and his tutorials, and he's just, man, the guy is a wealth of knowledge, and he's sharing it.
Yeah,
we're so lucky. we just get to benefit from the knowledge of these guys.
Mm-hmm. So, definitely great guys, but a lot of great guys on this community, definitely. So thanks everybody.
Sure,
Be so active on it.
Absolutely.
Let's go for more. After Funk Moon Camp, we have Mr. He Grind. Let's go, He Grind. Wow, shot one from He Grind with a dub drum break. Wow, it was short but good. Definitely short but really good. Man.
I feel like you can count on He Grind to bring the grimy sound.
For the world, what I have to say.
You can always count on him to bring that grimy sound. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the break beats. Did you make the drums, bro? Or it's from a drum break? Yeah, definitely ear massage, right, Campy? It was really ear massage with that. Definitely.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so guys, go to grab the sample pack. It's still here on the Discord, I think. He grind is a newcomer, but it's so active on the community. So I
Oh,
have to
he's new.
say big shout out to my bro. He
I would have
grind.
thought he was here from day one if I
Yeah,
didn't know better.
no. It's on the last, but it's really active like it was here from day one.
Yeah.
Definitely not so new. No. I think about new because we had 3 weeks. So yeah, but it's like really the most active on the community right now. Definitely. Thanks, he grind. Man, the groove was really great on this. But why so shorter? You say, "Oh, Remy, I have to go to I make a go into make a shorter." So don't worry, bro. We have time because Michael is coming right now. After that, let's go. The next one. She's a newcomer. I asked her on Instagram to make a flip. It's Emmy. So I'm really happy to having you, Emmy. Emmy's band. Grab you link, Emmy's on the chat. We are going to listen you first submission on Koala Beatcast. Let's go, Emmy. Yeah, welcome, Emmy. This flip was dope, man. The drums, everything was really cool. Amy, thanks for answering my flip challenge because I really happy to having more girls because sometimes this beat making world is a lot of men but so much talented women are here and we want to know more because this is the idea having more and more people making music and this was really dope. Your drums, the use of your shop, everything was really clean and well mixed. So congratulations to you, Amy, and welcome to the Koala Gang. Sample the world, something to say to Amy.
Yeah, was that first submission from Emmy?
Yeah, first
Wow.
time.
Yeah, great stuff, man. I love that deep growl going on there in the back and just the grittiness to it, but not in like not the staticky kind of lo-fi way, but just the grittiness of the instruments she's using or the sound design, really
Yeah.
cool.
It was really great and really clean. I really enjoyed this submission, Amy. Really great. So, and I know you are here because you liking a lot my post on Instagram. So big shout out to you. Yeah, so on Instagram, guys, is Amy's band, and she has a lot of video on it. So go to watch and follow Amy's. And one more time, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Really happy to having more girls. You're the third one because we had only Anna Solo, Ginger Space and you. So, oh, sorry, I forget about. I forget his name, but yeah, one more. So shout out to one more lady on the show. Thanks. Yeah, it was really, really dope. This track was really dope. Let's go for the next one. The next one is from Puerto Rico. It's Mr. SLP on the beat. Let's go, SLP. Yeah. SLP Ground Sound Music in the house. Yeah, man. Really big drop reggaetón, bro. El dembow estuvo, pero bien, bien, bien sabroso. Como dicen en Puerto Rico, bien, bien cabrón. ¿Sí o no? Wow. Really great submission, bro. Really, really dope one. Welcome, Michael.
Hello.
I can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
You
can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. Right now it's better. You have the sun on the face, bro. So much sun on Jersey. No, it's cool. It's for you, bro. It's for you.
I wasn't sure. It was looked weird when I had it closed. Anyway.
Was really, really dope.
Great track.
People said on the chat, I like it, but want more variety. So, yeah, Tom, but these guys, SLP, I can tell you, bro, he make the beat for MCs. So he really make a beat for having MCs on it. And this was perfect for adding some vocals and some singer, some rapper on it. And it was really perfect. To me, it was really, really good. Sometimes you have other flip people who make flip really like a performance, 3-4 beats on one in a slow, in a short time. But these guys, SLP, make really like a producer I feel he think about how I'm going to make after this with this beat, and it was with dope reggaeton, definitely. Yeah, needs pereo, said say the granny. Granny said he needs more pereo, but yeah. So guys, I'm going to play the last one, and I have to say goodbye. The last one is from Granny K.
Okay.
So I hope the video is going to be playing right now.
Actually, before you run, Remy, so you're playing Granny K. Do I have all the rest?
Yeah, it's only Granny K I have right now. You have Corey Page on the StreamYard.
Yep.
And you have the 4 other last one with you, bro.
Yep.
So one more time, thanks a lot, Michael, for helping me.
No problem.
So
if I have problems playing any of the videos, if they don't want to play on the stream,
you have to go on the share function.
Yeah, I know.
You can, right? And you share the where you can find it. Where you can find it. You go on the right. On the right, you have brand.
I found all that. What I want to know is if I load one of the 4 videos and it doesn't play, you usually take it to iMovie and convert it. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And put it on iMovie and only export.
Okay. If it doesn't work, I don't even know how to say it. Like through that add to stream, do you do it through?
I'm going to put it on the video submission. If you have an issue with the video, guys, please don't be mad. It's happened. I'm going to put every video tonight with the video submission. So don't worry. Okay, Michael, don't worry. Right. If you're not playing, okay. But speak about the next week Fit Challenge, Michael.
I definitely will. I guess what I was trying to say was if I try to use the share button at the bottom of the screen and it doesn't work, is there any chance that if I share it through the brand section that it might work? Or
you can share it like a screen too, like you sharing on your email or sharing directly.
I'll consider that. Okay, all right, cool.
If it didn't work, you don't have other option, bro.
All right.
Hey Remy, thanks for having me. I've got to head out as well. I'm on my timeline to go pick up the kids.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sample the World.
You guys all back in the chat when I get back, but enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Great show.
So it's happened. The Granny K can play. So
all right.
I have to reconvert it.
Oh.
Hey guys, I don't know. I don't know what you made, Granny. But I don't know. Every week I have something. Don't use Move. Try MP4 first. But the last week, the LV MP4 didn't work too.
So which was the Putney track is an MOV file.
The convert. Thing is the convert thing. They said SH265.
So Putney's track is an MOV file. So I'm a little worried that one isn't going to.
It's an MOV file, but U2 was you was an MP4 to. Okay, so yeah.
All right. So I guess I was just worried that Putney's track might not play.
Yeah. The Granny K is coming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, baby. Shout out to M1 Chip from Apple. This shit is so fast. Let's go, Granny. Woo. Goodbye.
Very cool. That was awesome. So I am hosting on my own. This is going to be interesting. Sounded great. Does anybody want to jump up on the stream with me? I would be more than happy to have somebody join the stream so I don't have to talk, and it also give me a chance to try to load in videos and stuff like that. But I apologize now if I don't have the right thing to say or if I run into technical problems. Overall, I just really like the beat on that. Just had a really interesting Latin vibe to it, and the real driving music was just moving forward. Let's see what everybody else has got on the chat. Drums are from the Rafaga sample. I don't know. All right. So I am a little confused, Danny. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next track. Let's see if I can get it. So if I can get it to play, we're gonna play Corey's track next. So expect a crazy. I guess there's no false ending. That was awesome, Corey. Really, really wonderful. Love the vibe and the energy of it. It was really cool. Was expecting to get tricked on the false ending again. People were saying that they like the sound quality of the feed a little bit more. I wonder if that's because we uploaded it a different way. And then I don't know what else. So I think we're gonna move on to the next track. That was the false ending. All right, fine. Can't join at the moment. Does anybody else want to jump up? That would be very cool. All right. If so, here is the link. And I will move on to the next track. Next track is going to be Putney. Awesome. Really great. Thanks for joining me, Grant. I needed the save.
I won't be here for long, but I couldn't leave you completely stranded.
I really appreciate it. If anybody else wants to jump up, I'm going to provide the link as well for other people. What'd you think of the track?
I had to reconnect in the last part, but it was great. I liked the really insistent kind of dissonant, repetitive the chords, and then the flute kind of there was an interesting connection between the flute and then the repetitive like ostinato phrase. Liked it a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I liked it too. He always does a great job infusing hip hop with something a little bit more interesting, like a twist on hip hop. I never feel like it's a straight ahead hip hop interpretation. So I really like that. But you can always really get a sense of where he's coming from. So definitely really liked it. I like the use of the flute. I really like the hip hop beat. It just it worked for me. So really cool.
Yeah, I'll go back and listen to the full thing to give it a proper assessment.
I'm not able to do more than one thing at one time. So I'm reading the comments and I'm like, Gerber, could you have hammer sounds, please? Oh, so we could be a little bit more like Remy. Got it. I do it. I don't know if you guys hear it, but my front door has got a Ring camera. And so anytime anybody walks in front, and right now my son is doing the lawn, we hear there's somebody in front of your house. So if you keep your ears open for it, you'll definitely hear it. All right, let's move on to the next track. The next one I've got is Echo Wizard. So Echo Wizard 0. So let's do it.
seemed we worked out a solution without even.
People who don't use StreamYard don't know, but there's like icons underneath the video, so I can change the layout. But when I present the video the way we're doing it now, it doesn't. These layouts don't work. So sorry, sorry everyone.
No, you're putting your own style. That's important, whether it's intentional or not.
I guess. Really, really liked the, I don't know what to call it, string sound. It was like a Japanese instrument, almost like a, I don't know what the word for it is. That Kyoto, or is that the name of the place?
There's the koto is the one that's like a zither, and then the one that looks more like a banjo. I'm forgetting the name because I just started following a guy who plays it. But I love that tape effect on it.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like a warble sort of distress sound. It was very cool. Overall, just really, really nice track.
It gave me kind of, it reminded me a little bit of Black Moth Super Rainbow or Tobacco. My son. Yeah.
Come on, join us on the stream. We need help.
We're talking to a lot of people, but mainly Michael Gerber.
Hi. Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Fenris.
I'm Child.
Yeah, he's saying I'm Child. Yeah, he has a catty sense of humor for a 4-year-old.
That's a cool name, Child. Hi, Child.
Oh, he just said he was 4. I put it on mute because I didn't know what incriminating thing he was about to say. He'll blab about whatever's going on in his mind.
I love it. We'll blab away. Hey, while we're blabbing, I suppose maybe now is a good time to talk about what we're thinking about doing for the sample next week. Next week, I asked Remy, I'll give a backstory on it. So on my Instagram feed, just came across the sample challenge. I guess enough people send me invites to like follow them that I now have people in my feed that I have no idea who they are. So if they follow me, I'll generally follow them back. So I'm scrolling through my feed and I come across somebody I've never heard of before, but he's doing a sample challenge. And I'm like, oh, what is it? And so I listened to the song and I'm like, it's lo-fi hip hop. This works. But when I downloaded the actual sample pack, I was like, this is actually great because it solves a lot of the problems we have with our sample pack. The one time we did our sample pack, some people were like, I like having a song. And some people were like, you know, I don't really want to deal with just instruments. I'd rather just have an actual song. So this had the song in it. It had instruments in it. It actually had the drum loops in it. And all of them were like fairly good quality. Like nothing sounded bad to me. So I suggested to Remy, like, why don't we do this as an alternative to doing the sample hat? Like originally I was going to just throw it in the sample hat, but I was kind of like trying to enroll Remy to like, well, why don't we all do it? Because if we all do it, it's a contest, so the winner wins prizes. I don't know if we'll win prizes, but I got to think we're really good. We've got a chance that we're going to win. Plus, I also just thought, you know, this could be really good for our community because if all of us are tagging, you know, Koala Beatcast on it, and people are looking in the contest and they see 30 tracks that all say Koala Beatcast, I got to think a couple of them are like, who are these cool guys who are making amazing music and on the Koala Beatcast? And I'm hoping that might lead us to Remy's channel and to our music. So I thought that might be an interesting way for us to show people what we got and maybe possibly lead people back to our group. So Remy said he was cool with it. And so I'd asked if anybody had any problems with it to let us know. So far, nobody said anything. So I think we're a go for it. So I've already posted the link. I hosted the file, so nobody needs to like give their email address or anything. It's already in, I'll add it to this week's links right after the show tonight. And people can just start working on it right away. There's actually like a 2-week deadline, I think, for their flip challenge, but we do our work in a 1-week cycle. So we'll be able to hopefully be able to do it immediately. And if God forbid you miss our deadline, you could still, if you want to, you could still join their deadline and still be involved in the contest. I'll be honest, I didn't really look at what the prizes were because I know I'm not going to win. So I really didn't look, but I think there were some cool prizes in there. So maybe one of you guys will win. I could see, Dano or, Funk Moon Camp, like doing some work and pulling away and getting a win, but or maybe Pete or something like that getting a win. But so maybe you guys will care about the prizes more than I do. Camp Bennett saying the 27th is the deadline for the actual contest, but like art will be done on the 24th, so we're probably pretty good.
If I'm not mistaken, one of the prizes was I think a FL Studio license or something of the sort. Either way, everything you said about it being just a great thing to promote our community. Plus, I think the attitude of a lot of us is if any one member of our community wins, we're gonna see it as like a win for our community. So
I think so too. And even if we don't win, I mean, people are just gonna. When you join a contest, you inherently want to know what other people did with it. So you end up following their hashtag to see it, and they're inevitably gonna see like 30, 35 tracks that all say Koala Beatcast. I gotta think a few people are gonna be like, what is that, right? And they're gonna click on the hashtag to check us out. So I don't know if that's gonna get us new people or not, but it's certainly worth a try. And like if it was a really bad sample, I'd be like, maybe this is an awful idea, but like the sample was fine. Like there was nothing wrong with the sample, and the sample pack actually I thought was awesome, like really, really good. Like I could see using their drums, I could see using a lot of their instruments. I mean, it just seemed valuable. So very cool. Welcome to the show, Pete.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you for bailing me out, both of you. Danny was like, you look like a deer in the headlights. And I'm like, I feel like a deer in the headlights right now.
I was upstairs. I was like sat on the bed, like watching on YouTube and stuff and chatting on the phone. And I was like, I'd have to go downstairs and, plug in the camera and stuff. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll go and do that. And then by the time I got down, like Grant's already on. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't even. I go back upstairs or whatever. And then it was like, no, jump in. So, yeah.
The last track was Echo Wizard 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've only uploaded one more track, which is MeWap's track. I think I might have I have Pete's track to upload. So it's hard for me to do both things at once. So to listen to the song and to like upload stuff. So I'm really glad you guys are here to talk about the track. Did anybody want to say anything about the track? Because I didn't say a lot other than I liked the sort of Japanese sound of the instrument.
Yeah, man, it was excellent. It was the what Grant was saying about the Black Moth Super Rainbow. It had that kind of feel, that tobacco kind of.
Yeah.
There's like a nice crustiness to it where I always like it when people wear their influences. It's like, okay, we're all making beat music, but at the same time, we're inspired by, like, it could be some old rock stuff or, whatever else. Put it all in there. Like, that's the whole point. Like, I'm into, everything from sort of dub and reggae to electronica to drum and bass, obviously, beatless stuff, whatever. Just if it feels like there's got a place in the track, put it in the track. And it's all a way of expressing yourself, isn't it, ultimately? And that exactly feel like that's what Echo Wizard 0 was doing on that. It was just being himself. And you can tell, when people do that, when they're not like, oh, everybody expects me to make some lo-fi hip-hop, so I'm going to do that. If that's not who you are, that's not going to come out, like, properly. It might be a great track. Like, I'm not saying people can't turn their hand to whatever, but you want to really express yourself, then embrace all the things that you are and let them all come out into whatever the sample is.
Yeah, I think somebody today said I think it was you that said it reminded them of Cujo and Amon Tobin, which is the same guy.
Yeah.
It's a different type of life.
That era. Yeah.
Although I don't do drum and bass, and I feel like his Cujo name is a little bit more drum and bassy. It's like his earlier career stuff. But
yeah, it seemed like a way of getting around the, I'm signed to 2 labels, but neither of them really like that. So I'll give the Adventures in Foam, the kind of drum and bassy stuff.
Yeah.
Fine. But yeah.
But I don't think I could make a Amon Tobin track if I tried. And like I really do love his earliest stuff. I was lucky enough to find him on a second album, but I was totally into the first album at the same exact time. So like I feel like I got on really early on Amon Tobin. And but like, and I love that early stuff, but I don't know that I could do that. If anything, I could maybe do his later stuff, his more recent stuff, because it's like more I don't know, ambient, but like more textural and
yeah, no, the stuff they did was effectively it's like Foley. One of them was called the Foley Room, wasn't it?
Foley Room. It's great.
So yeah, which was obviously he's using loads of Foley sounds. He did the Chaos Theory soundtrack. He's obviously using a lot of Foley sounds for game soundtrack work and everything else. Makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. It's funny because before I started, when I first started off, and I'd released like a couple of things. I did a track with, I don't know if you know the Amon Tobin track. I think it's called the Anvil track. And he used a sample that I'd found. Was like, anybody who's British will probably know who, or of a certain age, might know who Ken Dodd is. And he was like a really bizarre comedian with just terrible teeth. It's like I don't even know how to explain. Like, really, that was like his whole thing. Like, having the worst teeth was part of the appeal. I don't know how it worked. And he had like these feather dusters, and he would, I don't know. It's a weird thing to try and explain. It was a very strange character.
Why did you bring him up?
The point is, he sampled this track. The Ken Dodd actually he had a whole music career thing. And I'd found in this charity shop, I'd found this Ken Dodd record, and I was like, my whole thing was, I'm going to buy crap records that nobody wants to sample, and I'm going to make gold out of it, because that's going to make me a better producer. If I start off with something good, it's not difficult to make something good out of it. But if I start off with something that's already terrible, then I'm going to have to really work, and that's going to make me a better producer. It's like the whole thing about you go to the gym and you put weights in your legs and whatever, and that makes you run harder, whatever.
I think we all feel this, though, because everybody who's doing the sample challenge every week, invariably you hit a sample. You're just like, I have no idea what to do with this. Right?
I'm just going to have to push through it. Yeah, exactly. Well, I did this sample, and it turned out it was a Ken Dodd sample. And ultimately, I'd sampled it. I made this track out of it, and I'd used... it wasn't Zappa. It was Beefheart. There was a bit of Beefheart where he was... the sample, it's from Trout Mask Replica. There's a little skit bit when he's going, a squid eating dough in a polyethylene bag is fast and bulbous. And I used this whole, like, fast and bulbous became the hook, and I put it to a flanger or something or whatever.
That's hilarious.
Amon Tobin released this Anvil track, and he'd used the same sample that I'd flipped, but I didn't flip it hard enough. So anybody who heard my track was like, oh, you used the Amon Tobin sample. And I'm like, no, I had this for years. Like, this has been my track.
Your sample. Where did they get off? Where do they get off?
He'd have had to be in a very, like, a strangely close circle of friends to have heard it. But it also made me realize, like, well, I didn't do enough to that sample. If somebody else can sample it and hear it, then I didn't do enough to it. If I feel like, oh, I can't put my track out now because it sounds like I've bit a name on Tobin. And that's what I feel like is the Beatcast, the whole point. You can watch this, and you can watch like 3 hours worth, and ultimately not know what the original sample was, because you're not going to hear it in its raw form, because we're all like, I got to flip this a lot harder. Like, I know. And then after a while, you just do whatever you do.
So believe it or not, I was just talking about this with Campy just this week, which is like, I'm on the opposite trajectory, I think, that everybody else is, because when I first started a year and a half ago, I didn't want to sound like everybody else. So I did everything in my power to not have my samples ever be heard. And like, I might start with something, but I would layer it so much or filter it so much or use an instrument that, like, you just literally couldn't hear, like the bass, right?
Yeah.
I would use only the bass, or I'd only use the drums. And Danny Funk Moon Camp would be like, stop using the drums. It's like the worst thing because they sound so awful. They sound so crunchy. Bring your own drums in. And I was like, no, I'd rather use something that nobody else used, right? But now I'm actually to a point where I like don't care if you hear the sample anymore. I'm kind of like, well, what do I hear? What do I like? How do I make this into a song? And I don't actually stop anymore and think, can you hear the sample or not? Where I used to be the opposite. I was like, obscure the sample. Now I can make my song. Now I'm like, find any part of the song that even remotely is a starting entrance point, and now I can make my song. So
which is great. I think it's great coming from that angle. It's like ultimately when you've got an element of, okay, I've not come from this. I've not started off like, digging through records and finding a 4-bar loop and then putting some drums on it and giving it to a rapper or whatever, or scratching over it or whatever it might be, which is what I started off as. That was the whole thing. Like, I'm going to go through, okay, so what did they sample on here? Some Blue Note. So I'll go Blue Note and then dig what stuff on there. So you try and flip a Blue Note sample and it sounds like everybody else's, but that's the goal. That's what you wanted to achieve. So once you've been doing that for lots and lots of years, the whole point is kind of like, oh, I've got to flip it harder. I've got to make it different. And you end up making something weird and something else. But you came from a different angle because you were from an electronic perspective and you were putting textures in and all of that. You've already done that bit. So now you're combining that. You're coming back from a different element where you're combining the stuff that's now become second nature or first nature or whatever, and putting the sample back in there in a recognizable way, but it's already fusing with what you already do.
Yeah, so I actually, the turning point for me was when somebody made some comment to me, like off the cuff too, in the chat, just like, Michael, do you realize that it doesn't matter what sample you use and it doesn't matter what technique you use, it's always going to sound like a Michael Gerber track. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't have a sound. But once he put the idea in my head, I started like giving thought to that. Like, maybe I don't have a sound, and maybe I don't even have a technique, but at the end of the day, not every week, but most weeks, you're like, oh, that's Michael's track, right? Because it's like, oh, it's the weird one, or it's the one that's got like some sound that shouldn't be there, or like there's that messy like part. Nobody would put in that messy thing, right? Like, so I don't know.
No, you're selling yourself short, man. It's not remotely that. But
I don't mean to.
No, I appreciate it.
But like in general, like I just do what I do, and then at the end, more often than not, there's something about it that's very uniquely me. I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to do it. I'm happy that it's there because in a weird way, that's kind of what a lot of people are looking for, like your own sound. So, but ever since somebody made that comment and I started to embrace their comment, I was like, well, it doesn't matter what, like, let's test the theory. Let's just use the most obvious chop and see what I come up with. And now that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm like, stop trying to hide it. Let's just lean right into the chop and see what it is. See who I am.
Yeah. Definitely. We should play a track because the chat's getting
All right. Next track I think we've got is MeWap. Let's do it. What the fuck's a MeWap? I always wanted to say
that. What is a MeWap?
You know what it's like.
You suck shit. Sometimes I get my F's and my G's mixed up, so why don't you fuck up yourself?
Revolution starts with somebody loud. Somebody gotta throw the first brick from the crowd. My mama used to tell me I should speak my mind. So why would I change over beats and rhymes? But some of y'all change every LP. Now you gangster, you used to MC. No water on the crowd if the show ain't hot. Savage over here if you catch me or not. It make it look like I really meant to hit the floor. But while I'm laying on the ground, I start to spit the roar. With a broken leg and a cracked collarbone, I won't let no other rapper touch my microphone. What y'all motherfuckers laughing at? I'm trying to make sure my show stay action-packed.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, that was an ending.
Very cool. And is it just me, or did that track just happen to have that sort of Japanese kind of sound as well?
No, I totally heard that. Yeah, it had a real Japanese feel to it.
For sure.
The same stringed instrument, I felt like I heard it at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know, I heard a little whistle and it almost made me, I wonder if it was the whistle from the Pablo Eyes sample pack, because it reminded me of that. But if not, it's similar.
I've got to admit, I love doing that.
Yeah.
You know, like you've got a sample pack from something else. I'm going to throw that little one shot in there. And see, people who know will know, just for fun.
Yeah.
Well, like this week, I like using things from past weeks and recycling them a little bit. Like, you know, it shows kind of a trajectory and a narrative to what we're doing.
Yeah. I like the way that he had the two different elements there as well. It was grooving along nicely. It had that kind of, obviously, like the rhythm section was locked really nice and tight, and he had like the what we're saying is a kind of a felt like an Oriental kind of feel to it, or like a Japanese kind of like an anime soundtrack kind of thing, but it bumped harder. And then we got to the second part, and he kind of managed to take it somewhere else, but double down on it at the same time. It wasn't any less kind of cool anime. It was like anime in the way that, like, Onra did the Chinwazuri's project, and like the one that Ono did on Now Again, which was the only the Ethiopian samples and stuff like that, where people have just taken one particular thing. I think what's his name? Rob Victim did one using Vietnamese samples as well. So like people who've just kind of gone around and gone like, okay, I'm in this country, I'm gonna go dig in and find strictly just records from this place and then make an album with it. It had that kind of bump to it where it was like, I'm gonna force these samples into what I do, but leave enough of them in there so that it's got that kind of blend of the two things.
Yeah. I don't understand how hip hop and hip hop beats in general can pretty much blend with every single genre of music. Like, I feel like that they've tested that theory time and time again, and it always works. And I don't know of any other genre where you could do that. Like, what other type of music can you blend with every single style? I mean, I guess people are trying with rock, but it doesn't work with rock. Like, very often
But what doesn't sound better with just by sticking on a huge beat, like a really filthy raw funk break, slap that on something, it's going to sound better.
I guess that's why hip hop's amazing, right? Because what makes it its most essence is just amazing, great beats, right? Just
totally. No, like we were saying in the chat though, I mean, house is the same. You can stick a 4/4 on most stuff, and it works. And a techno, like effectively a 4/4 with a snare on the 1 and the 3.
I almost feel like that's cheating though, because dance music, like the epitome of dance music, is right 4 on the floor. So you're just hitting every beat. It's kind of, yes, I totally agree. It can work with anything, but like only because it's so simple. Like hip hop is everything. Like it can be any timing. It's like, yes, it's a big beat, but the beat could be, almost any timing.
I think a lot of great hip hop beats find like the space. They find the special spots in a song to like move in. Like you find that space, maybe the sample like has an openness or a sparseness to it that you can move in and provide it like a new heartbeat and completely. So I know there's definitely drum and bass and dubstep and house that completely transforms songs, but there's something special about the way hip hop can do it, which completely like reach. It doesn't always sound like it's just doing the hip hop version of a song. It's a new thing altogether.
Yeah, completely. I mean, like I know at the outset when people were getting asked for like hip hop remixes and it was like a big thing, people would hit up people like, I remember, I think it was trying to think, it was one of the New York engineers. The name will probably come to me, but they were saying like he used to engineer for Mark the 45 King, and Mark the 45 King had come in, do a remix. They'd have like the reels, they got all the reels set up. Mark would sample a break into the sampler and then loop that across the entire break. And like that was the thing. And he'd give it back to the executives. And the first, half of the dozen times he gave it to him, that's exactly what they wanted. And then after a while, people were like, I was kind of expecting a bit more of a remix kind of thing. And Mark was kind of like, well, it's just about the drums, it's all about the drum. And to be fair, he's not wrong about it.
No.
But like I get that remix has kind of evolved past that. But at the same time, the essence of making it hip hop is getting that really raw break and sticking that on it.
Which is better, that or the Aphex story where he was drunk and never did the remix, and they knocked on his door, and finally he
give it to the the courier gets this down.
Anything off the shelf and handed them. It had nothing to do with the song. I have no idea if that's a true story, but I have no reason to think that wouldn't be a true story.
Like I had an interesting discussion about that in terms of like people who could have been like Steve Beckett or people who know Aphex pretty well.
Yeah.
And apparently like at least 50% of the myths about Aphex was started by Aphex when he was just bored. And the whole thing about the way that he delivers his sarcasm in a very straight-faced serious, almost bored fashion.
Yeah, there are.
It was his ways of messing with, like, okay, if I've got to do an interview, I've already done like 3 today. So interview number 4, I'm going to tell him that I live in the middle of a roundabout on the Elephant and Castle. I'm going to tell him I've got a submarine outside my house. You know, whatever.
To be
All
fair,
these things.
To be fair, he does have the retired tank, so that is actually true.
Well, this is the thing. If you throw in enough things that kind of give credence to the weirdness, then yeah, why not?
No, I've seen interviews with him where he's bored off his ass at like Lollapalooza and he hates being there, and they're interviewing him, and he's somewhere in between like bored and trying to keep himself entertained, and then drugged off of his face and just incoherent and staring off. It's like, I mean,
he's a perfect guest. We should get him on.
I do think you're right. I think 50% of it is let's just keep it interesting, you know, for him.
Yeah, man.
Well, like a good fighter, a fake has to be you make people believe you're fake by having real punches, right? And so it has to have a little truth to his ridiculously.
Yeah, nobody's going to believe that false ending unless you actually end it once or twice.
Thank you, Corey. All right, Pete, I think you're closing out our evening. We've got you on the show. You want to tell us something about the beat before you do it? Is there a story, or you just want to play it?
Okay, I'll be completely straight with you. I did that. I'm sure that plenty of people are going to listen to it and go like, you didn't sample any of the track. I did the classic thing that I really like to do, where even if it's a really nice sample, and I'm not slagging the sample off, it was a nice sample, and I'd made something that was a bit 6/2, but did they signify kind of a sort of a downbeat, grubby. I'd turned the guitar into a bass line and stuff, and it was kind of nice. I was into it, but then I just ended up sampling like a single cycle waveform and making a synth track out of it all, just because I wanted to see if I could. And
so
that's what you've got.
So we're not going to hear the sample, but you did use it.
But you're right. It's all the sample, but just a very, very tiny amount of it looped
to a whole nother level, right?
Yeah.
Well, you two are going in opposite directions.
There was no dissonant track this week, was there? I hope.
No, Larry.
And he just didn't send one this week. It would have been nice to have one from dissonant this week. All right. Okay. Cool. I'm excited for it. You ready?
Do it, man.
All right. That was awesome. Loved it.
Thanks,
you hit me in the freaking first second. You like smacked me across the face. I was like, whoa, what was that? It was like
it was so gritty. Once I'd like resampled it and everything, I turned it into that like thing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to use it. I just thought I'd try it and see how it goes. And then I just held down the sustain note and it was just raw grit. I was thinking, if this was a synth, like if I could buy this in a box, I'd buy it straight away just on that one noise. So I better make a track out of it.
You made it into a synth, but it was just the level on it was so high, and to come out of the gate swinging like boom, you're like not taking any prisoners on that one. It was just like boom. But
yeah, man.
It didn't let down the energy though. It stayed really high. It was pretty awesome. Loved it.
The thing is, like, I have this whole thing of like when I'm doing the beat flips, I might put them through the AUM. Like on that one, I put it through the AUM at the end because I couldn't quite EQ things properly, and I had about 4 bass lines in it, and I didn't really want. I wanted to cut the low end on some of them, so I EQ'd some bits and pieces out of it. But all of the actual effects are all just Koala effects. So Danny was just asking if I put the crush on it. Yeah, I put the crush on the original, the first sound, and then there's just loads of stuff. Like, so when the second one is just the first sound with the tempo, the delayed tempo delay at about 50%, and that just gives a really nice kind of like, that gives you a nice little variation. And then I took the original, the first 4 bars, and then pitched that down an octave, and then that became the bass line for the second one. But then I'd found another bass line, and I just put it through the filter and just kind of played the filter as if it was a, like a dial on a synth. The only thing that is a bit difficult to get is you really want the resonance squelching. So I put it through that Polyvox filter, which is just the filthiest thing on iOS.
Which, yeah,
and
so
that
it's
just
actually
put
the synth, but you're just routing through the filter portion of it. Is
No,
that right?
it's just a filter. It's just the Polyvox filter, and I put that on the bass thing. Yeah, that's the one thing that I did that wasn't an in-Koala effect that I just chucked on there because it was like, yeah, let's have some dirt.
No, it had a perfect crunchiness to it. Then I loved the pop, that how much the drums were popping, and I was thinking like if The Matrix had made good sequels to the movie, like that would have been the theme song to like when they're, I don't know, entering the Matrix and walking down the street.
The worst thing that The Matrix did was in the first film they got Hive. They licensed ultrasonic sound, and then I don't think they even used it. They ended up putting it on the soundtrack, which is, I don't know, anybody who knows like Hive's album or who's into drum and bass at all, he literally made the best drum and bass album that there's. I know how people get upset. He did make the best drum and bass album that there's ever been because he made it like a full listen. It's not a load of 12s that you're going to sit there and mix. He literally put the whole thing together, and it has like the hip hop moments, and then it builds up, and it has like, the peaks and the valleys that you want from an album. But he made a track. They commissioned him to make a track for the second film, which is called Neo, and they ultimately they didn't release it, so he released it as a 12. When we finished, go to YouTube and search for Hive Neo. Seriously, the track that he did was insane, and the fact that they heard that and decided that wasn't something they wanted, and he could use it for his own 12 because they weren't going to use it in the film. No, that's
premonition of the other shitty decisions they were going to make.
It just sums it up. It's sickening that they would do that.
I'm really sorry to change the conversation a little bit, but Dano Bravo said that he had a track and was asking where to send it. And if he sends it to Koala Beatcast, I won't be able to check it. So I gave him the email address, which is enderwiggins23@yahoo.com, which is a ridiculous email address. But I don't see anything on the thread saying here that he's going to send, and I don't see it.
No, he says he's not at home. He's not got a good connection because he's in the parking lot waiting for his son.
So what do we do?
So
I want to hear the track.
I don't think we're going to get it this week.
No,
we're just going to stick it on the social media. Make sure we get to hear it.
All right, Dano. I feel bad, but yeah, we'll definitely, Remy will add it to the video tonight.
Yeah, man.
And I just feel bad because it's like going to be fire. And
yeah, I know.
To have it.
This is the funny thing. Like Dano's going out, it was just a 20-minute flip in the car, and I'm like, no way that doesn't kill. Like literally, if you've had like just a few minutes, then guaranteed you made something brutal. And I know like we're all walking around with like Koala in our pockets, secretly got that collection of like the raw nasty breaks all ready for it. Like you got to have all of the stuff there. It's like if you were a chef and you had to cook at a moment's notice, you'd have your bag of spices and your best super sharp knives with you.
I don't
all got that.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do because I don't have like drum samples and stuff like that. But I guess I would just lean into one of my techniques, right? You know,
Oh, you've got YouTube, man. We've got YouTube and split into stems. We've got all of the
that, but yeah, I guess we all have our little techniques if we have to do something really fast. But I totally agree. If Dano does something in 20 minutes, first off, I never believe him. I know he says 20 minutes, but I don't care how long it takes him. Whatever he's doing in a short period of time blows away what I do when I work all week long. So you're right. He has techniques and things he leans into that just right there for him, because it always sounds quality and it sounds like his production. So
he's doing it. He's bringing it.
Did you include what email service you use? Because you put the
Yahoo.com. Is BJamin able to send something? I'm willing to download.
He was the one to point out that it didn't have the.
Oh, it's I thought I've typed it a couple times now.
Yahoo, yeah, the Yahoo.
At yahoo.com.
Okay, yeah, it's there.
I'm gonna type it again, but if anybody's sending it, but is anybody sending anything?
Yeah, Dano's doing it. He's making it.
He is. All right.
He's demanded that we keep talking, which is crazy.
No, I mean,
mostly I just get people telling me the
opposite. We can always have an encore. Did anybody miss a track?
Do a rewind. Well up. Higrant's asking what filter was it. I think it's RRS. Is it? You can get it for free, like as a standalone thing. So if you just wanted to run it, like as if it was like an external unit, but to use it as an AUV3, I think you've got to pay like an in-app or something. But it's just the Polyvox. I think they spell it. Polyvox is one of those words, like sometimes it's POLIVOKS, and sometimes it's POLYVOX. Or I'm guessing Cyrillic doesn't completely translate when you're putting it into just regular English alphabet. But yeah, search for variations of that. But it's the RRS Polyvox filter, and it's literally the rawest. I'm quite happy to go on record as saying it's the rawest possible filter that you can find on iOS. And I would love for somebody to say, no, that's not right. There's a raw
based
one.
on like a Russian synth or something.
Yeah.
No, I know I researched this before and was like, oh, I should get
No, they're insane. They're absolutely beautiful. So basically, this guy, Vladimir Kuzmin, who, bizarrely enough, if you search for him, you'll find two people who are more famous than him. One of them's a serial killer, and one of them's a very bizarre pop star. But the actual Vladimir Kuzmin is he developed the Formanta Polyvox synths, and because of the way that things were in the Soviet Union at the time, ultimately he never really had the same amount of components to make for each one. So every time he'd have like, you've got almost like 90% of the components, but the last 10%, we're going to need those for TVs. You can't use those. So he had to change it up every time. So they're notoriously like unpredictable and whatever, and quite kind of raw, but he had to make the design obviously like so it would work and whatever, and quite kind of raw.
My bad.
That was trippy, man.
Yes, yeah.
Does anybody have a quick solution on how I can convert an MP3 file into a movie? I don't have iMovie on this machine, and I tried QuickTime Player, but when I go export or save, it neither gives me an MOV file.
Can we just play it? Can we just play it and hear the audio?
I'll definitely try and see how it goes. I don't mind trying.
Yeah, man. Let's just bang it out there.
I'll
pull faces.
I have to get back to you guys now. Where's the window? Here we go. What if I try share? See, it says share video file. It's not going to let me do. I don't think it. Yeah, it doesn't let me pick that. Let me try this. Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will work if I just do this.
I don't know.
All right,
I could hear it. I don't know whether it's going to sound like Dano wants it. It's going to be beautiful for me.
Anybody on the
like
screen able to hear it and tell us if it's good enough quality? I don't know if that's working.
No, Danny's saying no. It sounds bad.
It sounds bad. Okay, so this isn't going to work. I need to figure out how to save this as a video. It doesn't help that I don't have iMovie on this machine. How would I do this? Thinking. Share with a blank image, but I don't know how to do that. Extra camera, share screen. Does this work? No. Would sharing my screen work? Does anybody know?
I'm not sure. I was just looking at what options we've got in StreamYard. StreamYard's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, Echo Wizard's got the one. Yeah. Play it on the phone and do a screen recording of it, and then just send that.
Do it on the phone.
Yeah. So just do a screen recording of you playing it, and then we've got a video, and we just played the screen recording.
I mean, I have to do it in real time though, and I have to listen for 3 minutes. We've got to buy 3 minutes of time.
That's okay. Me and Grant could talk for 3 hours. We could talk for 3 hours. What are you saying, man? We got this.
We'll give it a try. Okay.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah, you do it. We've got
I wonder if Benjamin could easily export it as a movie file or an MP4 file and send it again.
We got this.
Download it on your iPad and export it as a video. I can, but it's going to take me time. It's not like I'm that fast, guys. Like,
sorry, we can give you 4 minutes if you want, 4.5.
I think they're pretty entertained by
this. I'm sure they are. The blunderings of Michael Gerber. All right, you guys keep talking. I don't know. I'll just go away for a minute and see what I can do. Bye.
Yeah, we got this.
So when you were talking about those polyvoxes, I remember there was a company that was had sold sample packs of like those synth sounds specifically, but you said what you were using was a filter that emulates that sound.
Yeah. It's I'm gonna he Grant's found it. So he says he just bought it. He's saying, does he sound as dope as me? He sounds doper than me already. There's no question. He's got his own thing going on.
It would work perfectly for his stuff too.
Absolutely. No, it's the rawness. So the only thing is when you search for it, if obviously by not putting the App Store on, be careful because you're going to want to end up buying the Elta ones. Like Elta Music did a little box and it's got all the rawness of the Polyvox in there, and it's just ridiculously nasty. I had to stop buying synths and stuff because when does that kind of stuff end? It's just ridiculously raw. But yeah, it's the RRS Polyvox. Egrand's just put the name of it in there. So if you look in the chat, anybody that wants it, I feel like I should be on commission now. Like I'm just giving away. But the beautiful thing about it is it's got it has on the LFO, I think it's got square wave, triangle, I think it's got white noise and sample and hold. And you can really ramp it up. And if you ramp that up full, you ramp it up on the filter so the modulation is affecting the filter and the resonance, you instantly get it into like the filter popping sounds where you've got like it always reminds me of like Buckler and stuff. I know that Buckler is not necessarily like the best example, but that kind of really kind of weird, like on a 303 when you put the resonance up and it has that dripping wet squelch sound to it. The Polyvox gets you there straight away. Yeah, just like it literally sounds like it's dribbling out of the synth somewhere. Like I should maybe run this on batteries because it's going to soak up into the electricity. That kind of beautiful rawness. It has that. It's amazing. And the crazy thing is that they can do that virtually. It's just nuts, man. It's like we've got this on, like it's on my phone. It's an app that I paid a couple of quid for. How does that work?
No longer do we have to wait for missing parts from the Soviet government to get that sound.
Exactly. There's an amazing coincidence, like a documentary about it, called Electro Moscow or something like that, where literally they're kind of going through. There's a guy who goes to effectively like, I guess they're like markets, sort of second-hand markets dotted around in Russia, and he seems to be getting. I'm guessing he has like a little industry. If you go on eBay and there's always like Polyvoxes and stuff that you can buy on there, and it's like, is it a good idea to buy these things from Russia? Chances are it's that guy. Like he's gone all over Russia and he's collected all of these things, and then he's going to sell them to other people, like whatever, on eBay in various countries outside of Russia. I know like Heimbach's got one. I mean, I guess lots of people have got them, but I know that in terms of the actual design of them, I think they're effectively the main one is it's like a 2 oscillator, like a mini Moog, effectively.
Yeah, I'm looking at the one they have on Wikipedia, and it looks really cool. And then of course,
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, I'm sure there's already plenty available, like you said, on eBay, but once those run out, it might be difficult to find more for a while.
I know that Erica Sins out of I think Latvia or Lithuania, LT. I'm not sure, but Erica Sins do like versions of. They've got like a little desktop box that's got effectively the Polyvox style filter in it. And I know Elta, which is a Russian company, they've actually been working with Vladimir Kutzmin to create, or his wife perhaps, who was also. People don't realize, but she was like really heavily involved in the actual synth creation itself as well. People are like, oh, it's really nice. His wife's involved. No. She knows her stuff. She was involved. She wasn't just like, I'm going to help out, like shipping stuff or whatever. No. She knows what she's doing.
But be on her cast, you really have like a wealth of knowledge in history. It's awesome.
The thing is, once I'm interested in something, I can't leave it alone. But the problem is, it's not something that you can earn a living doing, so it's like ultimately, I guess if there was some way to like turn knowledge about stuff that only a very small people who really grasp into like a paying situation, then maybe that would be great. But as it is, I just kind of get really obsessed about stuff and just kind of like, I want to know more about this kind of thing. And yeah, it turns out that we've got it on iOS. It's just insane, man.
I've also been accused of having like a ton of useless knowledge or skills or knowledge that are impossible to monetize. So that is difficult in the modern world. And I'm also I started laughing because D0 Beats said today on Two Americans in Brit. Polyvox.
Seriously, that's the collaborative album that we're going to make. The three of us is going to be Polyvox Teeth, and that's the name of the band. Everybody get ready for it. It's in stores. It's going to be coming.
Unfortunately, pretty soon it's going to be one American and a Brit because I do have to head out. But
I'll just monologue. It's fine. Michael will sit there bopping his head to like Dano's track and to Ben's track, and I'll be monologuing.
Actually, I think you should go through like a 10-minute basically history of Russian synth making and then give a quiz at the end. And whoever gets the highest score can, you can, I don't know, make a beat for them, give them a prize.
I mean, it's crazy. I genuinely can't recommend that that Electro Moscow documentary highly enough, because it really does show you, the ingenuity. If you're desperate to make something that makes weird noises, you'll go and like, you're hunting through. Ultimately, they went through effectively like a dump, but it's more like recycling. So it would be a dump, but only like TVs would be there, or old electrical equipment, stuff that has components that if you're that way about, if you're the type of person that does that kind of thing, you could strip and then reuse for something else. And that's what they did. It was kind of like the ultimate recycling thing, where tonight I'm going to spend all day working at my like government sanctioned job making TVs effectively. I think that's ultimately what Kutzman did. And then he would, he'd finish work, and on his way home from work, he'd kind of call in at the, the electronics graveyard and get all of the chips and stuff and go and put them together and make these oscillators and whatever else and gradually build these insane synths. But they just sound like nothing else.
I feel like this guy deserves a toast of vodka for Mr. Kuzmin.
Totally, man. I mean, like, imagine if you could make something like, let's say you could make a Moog. That's impressive. Like Bob Moog creating, something as incredible sounding as that. That's brilliant. But if every time he went down to make one, he was missing pieces and he had to make the same thing using something totally different every time. That's just an insane extra level of genius to me. And that's not to put down Bob Moog, but the people who rightfully elevate the likes of Moog need to realize that there were guys doing this kind of stuff in a totally different scenario with the obstacles that they had to kind of overcome. But that's just insane.
I mean, that's the real mark of genius, is being able to work with very, very high limitations.
Completely.
Does anybody I haven't been looking at the chat. Does anybody know if Dana was able to send the file, or is that we've given up on that?
I think we started listening to Pete talk about synths and got
All right.
carried away.
That's fine. So I've got the Jammin's track. That's why I got the little banner up. You guys ready for it?
Yeah, man. Hit us.
I'm gonna drop off after the track, so I'll go ahead and say goodbye to y'all.
Yeah,
wait,
man.
before you go, Grant, I needed to give you a hard time about something. Yeah, are you
Let's do it.
completely dodging me about the elephant comments, or are you just oblivious that I think you're in elephant?
Wait, I dropped out of the chat, so I wasn't dodging you.
So you're not aware that I'm guessing that you're an elephant blocker. Am I right?
I think the quality of that music, I'm flattered that you'd think that, but the quality of the music's way higher than things that I can produce.
Well,
so.
I'm pretty sure that it's a super group. That's my guess. So you would be having other people helping you to elevate the music to a very high level. But I do hear your textures in there. Are you sure? You pulling my leg?
I'm not involved, but maybe the person uses some of my samples that are available readily for anybody on the internet.
So you're denying it. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm sorry, the connection's
Yes, I'm really good. Now I got to figure out who the other people are. Okay. No, I don't know anything. He's not in the band. We're going to have to wait and see.
Don't watch this episode. Just fast forward. No, I don't know about this band, but I'm going to check them out. I'll tell you if I like them.
Later, Grant. Sorry I blew the cover, but we'll see.
Take care, man. Have a good weekend.
All right, have a good one.
Have a great weekend. All right, that was good. That was impressive. I even got him. He pretty much admitted it, right?
Look, I'm pretty sure that he's he's watertight. He's fine. His attorney has literally just texted me. He's in the clear. I've seen the alibi.
All right, let's go, Benjamin. Let's hit it. Plus, I got the little Bleece message at the top of the screen share.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man.
I saw that. That was really, really awesome. Really loved it. And, I don't know why, but I've been singing Portishead today, and I don't normally sing Portishead. So, I'm totally on the same wavelength as you jamming today. I just really weird. It wasn't this song. It was a different song I was singing. But when I heard her voice, I was like, what? That's
the crazy thing, though, isn't it? That's just it's funny. It's such a kind of an untypical Portishead approach.
Yeah.
but it just works perfectly.
Yeah, no,
But
the
then
really was really, really well done. The
I was
combination.
going to say, you know how well his kind of not just his compositional, but his musical kind of chops is just like, you know that it's going to be like all the bits are going to sit together like they couldn't be anywhere else.
Totally.
So he did exactly the same with Beth's voice. It was like, damn, that's insane.
Mhm.
I tell you what, it does make me think. It makes me wonder. You know, the listening to the theremin noise. I know that Adrian Utley was interviewed about the theremin, and they didn't have one, and they'd used like I think it was an SH-101 or something. They used something basically to fake a theremin, and I was thinking that's got to be the next task. Like, how do you fake a theremin in Koala? It must be possible. It's got to be possible.
That would be very interesting. Maybe if you made different sounds that work together, but how would you join
I'm thinking
them?
about doing
You
it
have to
with just
glide
one.
perfectly. So
Yeah, you would have to glide. That was the thing. So I think you'd have to you'd hold down a pad on loop, and then you'd just you'd turn the locking onto the the semitone locking on the pitch. You'd turn that off.
You
So
think
that
there's
you
a
were
way to
able
do
to
with a
go down.
granular where you're dragging your finger across? Maybe. I wonder if
You'd
that's
have to.
You know who's done
Yeah.
this? Definitely William has done this. There's no doubt in my mind. He's
Yeah.
accidentally come across with the exact process to like make a theremin sound. We should ask him. We should at least ask him. It'd be a good challenge. Who can make the most convincing theremin? Or just have a theremin theme week.
Oh no, Danny's right. And you'd just use the pitch on the pitch effect, wouldn't you?
Just will it sound like a theremin? I guess it matters what sound you have. Yeah, just give it a try.
Put loads of reverb on it. I reckon. Yeah. I don't know.
Cool. Be very cool.
I'm not going to set myself the challenge of doing it in a particular time frame. I do like the idea. I like how just reading that Danny's put the hashtag. It looks like reading like that. You know, in hashtags when you put them together, it looks like the ramen challenge. I was like, oh, I can do the ramen challenge definitely.
Really funny. So I don't have anything. I'm checking my spam folder, but I don't see anything from Dano. So I don't think he sent it. So I think that's not happening. So I think we're done for the week.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for bailing on me. The show actually became significantly more interesting when you guys came on. So thank you.
No, not at all, man. You were nailing it. But I'm glad to be able that we could come on and make you feel more comfortable. But no, you were perfect. You were fine.
Thank you, Pete. And just a reminder, everybody who's listening, the sample's ready for you. So Koala Flip Channel Challenge 74 is already ready to go. Just go onto the Discord and I'll move it to this week's links to make it even easier to find. And awesome. We're all using it. Hopefully the sample pack is appealing to everybody and everybody feels like it's a good thing to work on this week. If there are complaints that people don't like it and don't want to do it, we could always add a second song. So speak up on the chat because we have
that might be a couple of days down the line or whatever.
We have done 2 songs in the past. There's absolutely, I mean, just as recently as this week. So if somebody has a complaint, just speak up on the chat. They're like, we're a community, guys. So it's not like Michael came up with this idea and we all have to do it. It's more like I had an idea. Let's see how it goes.
We'll try it. Definitely.
If you guys have another idea or aren't feeling it, speak up. You know, like just
if you're not into it, then just make a theremin. And
sure. But I'd love to have people like rather than people like sit on a displeasure, discomfort. I'd rather people just spoke up and said, "Hey, like let's do something else," and throw out some ideas. You know, I think I think that's the best way for us as a community to always move forward is just speak up and let us know what interests you. Okay.
Yeah, big time. Oh, one thing as well, we should say, we're still doing the flip roulette on Sunday, aren't we?
I forgot about it because I rarely do them because I never feel like I could flip in 2 hours. But if I'm free, maybe I'll jump on.
But that's happening this Sunday, is that right? So on the 19th.
So I don't know the date.
Right?
Is anybody on the chat? No, off the top of their heads.
Yeah, 19th. That's right.
I assume you're right. Okay. Does anybody know what time? That's usually a sticking point for us.
I feel like it's probably about 10 my time. So is that 5 your time?
Okay, so let's go with 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the roulette. However, do check on
absolutely do not take our word for
with
it.
Koji, I guess, is where we mostly check, or check the Discord, and it'll be on this week's links. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. I'm really sorry it went long. Technical problems, plus I was a bit deer in the headlights and not doing a great job keeping us on track. But thank you so much for sticking with us, and hopefully you enjoyed the show. And we'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah, man.
All right. See you later. Have a good one.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.